Hi everyone, my name is Natalie Ledwell and this is The Inspiration Show. Today on the show I have a really good friend of mine, the amazing Spryte Loriano. And before we get into having a little juicy conversation that we'll be having today, I just want to remind you that if you are watching this show, don't forget that once the show is over, that you click on the link below this video so you can download the free ebook version of my best-selling book, Never in Your Wildest Dreams. So welcome to the show, Spryte. Good to see you. How are you, darling?
Thank you. I'm awesome. So good to be here with you again.
So Spryte and I have actually been working together on in an incredible project that we're going to be talking about in just a moment. Something that's going to completely change the game when it comes to the type of media or positive media that you watch and how you can interact with that. But before we get into that, Spryte, when you want to tell us a little bit about, for those people who don't know you, like your background and how, you know, a project like this really spoke to your heart.
Yeah, the idea for this project really started for me back in 2008, or 2007, and it came through working with social entrepreneurs, and I had really just started my career as a humanitarian back then, starting with feeding 3 million children in 33 days and connecting with transformational leaders who were really interested in making a difference in the world and in all the ways that they did. And so I co-founded an organization that brought together 6,500 social entrepreneurs from around the world to make a difference at the humanitarian level. And we started not only, raising lots of money, but then taking these change makers to experience the impact that they were having with their donations. So it wasn't just about writing a check and giving in every month, but it was really about experiencing the difference that you can make in the US and around the world. And so back then, and I've been consistently doing that, bringing change makers to experience adventure in their own transformation out of their comfort zone, out of their own environment, and giving them an opportunity to give back at the same time. I've been doing that for over 15 years, and it's always been my dream to turn this into a TV show.
So all right, so let's start talking about the show, because for anyone who's been following me for a while, they know that at October last year I was in Liberia. And that whole trip came about because Spryte approached me with this whole idea of a show called Awakening Giants. So tell us about the concept of this show and why it's so important, when it comes to really being able to put forward a positive message.
So Awakening Giants is a docu-reality TV series, and it's unscripted. And what we want to say about that is it's really important to recognize that reality TV is not reality. Reality TV, right, that we see today, and that's where all of the eyeballs are in the world right now. It's actually surpassed movies. Isn't that crazy? Is reality TV. And yet we're not seeing in that space real, authentic human drama, real authentic conversations and opportunities of uplifting and inspiring the world. And so that's really what Awakening Giants is about. It's about, one, we have the audacious goal of literally transforming mass media through conscious leadership, showcasing conscious leadership. People like you, Natalie, and other people from around the world that are making a difference every single day with what they do. They're leaders in their family, the community, they're leaders in their businesses or the world. And being able to show them in their own transformation, recognizing that, it's like the guru model is over, that's passe. We're all teachers, we're all students, we're all the same. And as leaders, it's great to see other leaders coming together from all different walks of life, all economic levels, all religious beliefs and races, and recognizing that that we as leaders can be in the same room. We can have our own transformation together in an authentic way. We can make a huge difference together. And so all of these concepts, adventure, conscious leadership, transformation, humanitarian, hands-on, giving, being of service, are all woven in to this incredible, real reality show. It's really designed to inspire the audience to, get up off the couch, to recognize that they can be masters. They are masters of their own destinies, right?
Yeah, and I know with this first season, there was the San Diego trip, there was Ecuador, I was on the Liberian trip, and I know that New Zealand's coming up in a week or two. So, there were so many different trips that you've done here and different transformations for the teachers. And I know for me, you looked at the group that we had in Liberia. I mean, there's me, the Australian. We had, Barbara, who's, from Texas, and, and she's very Jesus forward. And then we had Guillermo, he's our gay Puerto Rican friend who does all different other types of energy healing. We had Dulcie from California and Lynn from California. We had some Canadians in there. We had Akshay, who's an Indian American, who's ex-military. It was just, we were very much a motley crew, to say the least. But when we came together in this unified humanitarian effort, and it wasn't, we were working with schools, we were working with young entrepreneurs, we were working with young women who've been sexually abused. It was like all different kinds of things, but how we, through our different messages and our different life experience, can come together was amazing. So, I know that for me, it was life-changing. But like for the viewer, what is it that you're hoping that the viewer gets from being able to watch shows like this?
I'm really hoping that the viewer gets that through, first of all, seeing the experiences of leaders, people that are New York Times bestsellers and who have, big companies, small companies, people that they might be seeing on Facebook or social media, that they're, first of all, recognizing that we're all the same, that it doesn't matter what economic level we're at or what our experiences have been, that we as human beings all really want the same thing. And the awakening giants who are our TV giants and our awakening giants like in Liberia, who are these incredible young people who just went through 15 years of war, and in one of the poorest countries of the world, that we all have this common desire, and that desire is to have the best life that we can have, to be the best people that we can be, and that when we give ourselves permission to face the things inside of us and face the things in our environment that don't really sit well with, or that aren't really worthy of us as human beings. So many of us, we go through tragic upbringings. We have, horrible things that happen to us in our life that shade us and jade us and create, a negative view of the world. And the truth is that when we come together in these kinds of environments and from all different walks of life and recognize our commonality, our humanity, and we have a commitment to unity. By the audience being able to see that happen, I believe and I know that they can come back to their own life community and create a change there. Mm-hmm. They can use the courage that they're seeing from some, a TV giant, and what you're going through or what somebody else is going through, and use that as inspiration to shift their life. Maybe it's to shift an addiction. We talked about addiction, didn't we? In Liberia, we actually had Akshay, who was addicted and to drugs and alcohol, and totally changed his life. And then he sat down and he spoke with the drug addicts from the ghettos in Liberia. And I mean, just powerful. This is this is real. It is reality. It's real life. It's not manufactured. And I think that element of reality, when you can feel that touch your heart and your soul, you know that you can create a change too.
Yeah.
And that's what we want.
And the thing is, this is not just a TV show. Like there's like, oh no, tell us what else is connected to this, because it's not just watching a show and going, oh, that makes me feel good, I want to do something great in my environment or in my community. This is about how you can actually implement and embody some of the concepts that are highlighted in the show.
Absolutely, it's so exciting because after watching the show, and you know, Natalie, I've got a connection with you now, watching the show and seeing what you've gone through and who you are and your incredible gift that you share with the world. And now I'm able to come back to our app. You know, we've got a free app and an incredible community environment online where the audience can actually engage with you. They can meet you. They can receive your trainings, and they can continue that journey. And that's really what that's about. It's like the show is the beginning of the journey, Natalie. And then our app and our community and all the other things that we're building around this are support for continuing that journey and hopefully becoming a giant themselves, right? Recognizing that awakening giant within themselves, and then joining a positive community that can keep encouraging them. And, you know, I mean, oh, there's so much.
So if people wanted to download the app, which I highly encourage you to do, because it's not just information from the different giants, but it's, you know, built into the app are different features so that you can start to change your daily practice. You can log it in there. You can have other people that are cheering you on. You can set yourself goals, and you can have everyone there supporting you to do that. It's an incredible app. So when they go to the App Store, what do they need to look up to be able to download that?
Yep, they just go to the App Store and look at Awakening Giants. So they just look up Awakening Giants. We're the only Awakening Giants on there, and they can download that app for free and get engaged. And like you said, I love the positive daily actions that you can take. And it's very different than Facebook. It's really a positive environment. You don't have to worry about having to scroll through and seeing, let me get past that one. Let me get past that one. It's an environment that you can feel really safe in and supported in and uplifted in and contribute your own voice to, and how you also are here to make a difference and to change the world. Absolutely.
So just look for Awakening Giants when you go to the App Store, and that's for Android or iPhones. You can do that on either. And where's the website that we can send everyone so that they can get all the updates about the show, you know, what's going on, little trailers, you know, all of those kind of things?
Yep. Everything is at awakeninggiants.tv. Awakeninggiants.tv. Really easy.
Yeah, so guys, I encourage you to go to the website, to download that app. Like I said, there's a transformational leader, or there's a giant for everyone. So regardless of what kind of information that you're into, I mean, I'm sure that there's more than one transformational leader that's there that can really help to inspire you, especially now. Like we're going into it's just the beginning of 2019 right now. You know, and it's time for us to really step up. And I think that being involved in this environment, whether it be through the TV show, through the website, through the app, you're really surrounding yourself with people that, you know, that truly know what the transformation is all about. Like I can tell you, in Liberia, I used to forget the cameras were there half the time because they were very unintrusive, but there were no princesses on that trip. Everyone was real as it gets. And we were in some really intense situations. So it's, and all the shows are the same, you know.
And all the locations. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. My internet skipped. So but all the locations are different. So it's exciting because you get to also, you know, experience different parts of the world and through the show, and what people are like there. And if you've had, you know, Africa or New Zealand or these amazing places on your bucket list, you know, you get to experience that while you're also learning about yourself through the giants being very vulnerable and authentic about what they're going through. So it is really exciting. And Natalie, I just want to say, because I know the work that you do, you see this as well, how imperative it is with the rise of depression, the rise of addiction and suicides, my God, from people of all different walks of life and ages, and how important it is for us to recognize that, you know, garbage in, garbage out, right? And so we really just encourage everybody to come aboard with us and be part of this mission to grow positive content on TV, because that's really, it's the next step of our evolution. It's that's really important for us to take charge of, and be in that positive environment with each other. So I can't wait to meet everybody that comes.
Right, thank you, darling, for joining us today. It's always a pleasure chatting to you. And it was fun hanging out in Africa with you as well. It was incredible.
Thank you, Natalie. And I hope to see you on another location shoot in season 2. We'll see about getting you into another location shoot. And that's the other thing too, for those who are watching, who consider yourself a change maker in any capacity. You have an opportunity of being a TV giant. You have an opportunity of coming along with us and being on location with us. And so all of that information and opportunity is on the website. So take a look at that and take a leap with us into really changing mass media and changing the world.
Yeah, I agree.
Why not?
And, so thanks for joining us, Spryte. Guys, I encourage you to please share this video. Let's get the word out there. We can do that by clicking the Facebook and the Twitter share buttons on this page. Now, don't forget to click the link either to the side or below this video to go through to Awakening Giants TV. That'll take you through to the website where you find out all about the show. And when you get a moment, download the app as well, you know, Awakening Giants. It's definitely worth your while. And then after all of that is over, don't forget to click the link below that so you can download the free ebook version of my best-selling book, Never in Your Wildest Dreams. So until next time, remember to live large, choose courageously, and love without limits. We'll see you soon.